Help! Jason! Come and get me! It's me you won't remember! Damn it! Just die! Just die! 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 Kill you! Fucking kill you!
Jason getting stunned, one of the most hated things from the Friday the 13th, the game experiences, I guess you could call it. It was a kind of a terrible experience. But yeah, Jason getting smacked on like a piñata. People don't want to see it in Killer Klowns. I totally get it. You guys brought this up in the comments, and I was thinking about talking about it in that last video that I posted, but I was like, man, we haven't really seen enough to really judge it or to apply an opinion. We don't know really much of the gameplay loop, but at the same time, I know that we kind of preemptively want to send our voices out to Teravision, Illfonic, and let them know that we don't want to see this happen all over again. So it was brought up in the comments section, and a lot of you brought up some really good points. Like Scenario Studio says, from what it looks like, Rudy isn't good at hand-to-hand combat, but is much better with tech and setting traps, as his class states, and that human got the upper hand because it looks like he did a charge swing with a bat, causing more damage, and it also looked like Rudy got stun locked before he was beat down. Well, he was stun locked and then he was killed. And he also has lower health and, you know, all that good stuff. So this is a good point. Rudy is not a up in front face-to-face fighter. He's one of the sort of recon setting traps type clowns, probably not meant to get up front in a fight unless he absolutely has to, which is a cool strategic dynamic for the clowns to have. Some of them are more prepared for fighting, some of them are more recon and trap setters, and they kind of work behind the scenes type deal, which is a cool thing. They don't want to go directly into battle. And I'm sure it's the same way on the Survivor side. The thing is a match is probably really long. We don't know it, but it could be a thing where the clowns kind of start off weak, but then by the middle and end of the match, they're really strong and hard to deal with. So you could feel that pressure growing from the beginning to the end of a match as it goes on, since there are, you know, a lot of survivors and then 3 clowns, plus the little lackey dudes that are going to be running around and also giving the survivors a hard time. Somebody mentioned about the hitting animations looking janky, and yeah, the hitting, the attack animations, they look fast and arcadey. That might be just the way it's meant to be, and it's, you know, DBD has the same kind of thing with the way the killers attack. It's just very fast and arcadey. That might be by design. It could be they're just not finished yet. It is an alpha. Things have to be cleaned up, smoothed out. All that stuff might be taken care of as the game starts to release or when the beta comes around. It's just really hard to comment and judge and opinionize things when we don't know what's going on. And this is the reason why a lot of game developers don't put out footage for people to see early, because, you know, we're going to judge it. That's just the way we are. We're human beings. We see something, we judge it. That, you know, that's just the way it is, even when it's unfinished. And the Killer Clown devs have been showing us a lot of unfinished work, which is very nice of them. But, you know, we get worried because we see something that's unfinished and it's not polished yet, and then we worry about it, which is a good thing. That means that we're passionate. You guys are passionate for this thing to do well, and the developers are too, I'm sure. Completely legitimate to worry because of what has happened in the past with a lot of these games. But I'm sure that Illfonic, Randy, and everybody out there, Teravision, is listening. They're seeing these videos. The voices are heard. Now, the stun locking and exploitation of gameplay in these types of games is a major big deal as well. If you guys noticed, as soon as this stuff started happening in Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I was out. And I stayed out, and it really hasn't been fixed up all too much. It's just not my game anymore. It was starting out, but now with the perks and Survivor speed running the maps, it's just not enjoyable anymore. So, you know, hopefully these things don't happen. We can't really do anything but hope and have faith. You know, I'll keep talking about this stuff unless it's so bad that I'm just like, I shake my head and dip out of the game. That's what happened with Evil Dead. I saw what was happening. I dipped out of the game. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I see what's happening. I see the various negative things that are happening, and I dip out of the game. You guys know me. I try to have faith for every one of these titles that pique my interest. I know a lot of you don't like how messy the HUD is. It is very messy. I really hope they fix that up. Somebody said that it looks like Kill the Justice League HUD, which was super messy and just too cluttered. And yes, this does have kind of the Kill the Justice League messy HUD. I really hope that they can clean some of this up. There is a lot of stuff on the screen. It would be nicer to have a more emptier kind of a clean screen. But I don't know. It looks like it's so far along that I don't think they're going to be changing that up anytime soon. It's not a huge big deal, but it is noticeable enough to where people are questioning, hey, this HUD looks kind of messy. But yeah, so I can't say much on the game, you guys. Not until we really start seeing the nitty-gritty of a match, and then I can comment more on this kind of stuff. But until then, I'll see you guys later.